Hola, ¿cómo han estado personas del bajo mundo? Vamos a seguir la historia principal porque no hay de otra, mis panas. No hay de otra. No hay de otra. No entienden. Estoy cansado. Estoy cansado. Por favor. No, es acá. Oh, voy.
Right now, emerge. Go. Opening box of Adepti Tricks. Eyes on me! How tiresome. Come on, keep up.
¿Tienes? Sí. Dame. Voy a necesitar muchos materiales para eso. Pero bueno, ya es otra cuestión. Eso es otro problema para otro día. Misión disponible. Mi hermano en Cristo, no tengo... Eso no es lo que hay que hacer. No tengo suficiente para misiones disponibles. No estoy en modo aventura. Tengo que hacer modo aventura en algún momento.
Take a break.
Voy a entrar y espero... Ay, estoy en línea. Hola, chavales. Hola, Mendoza Sebastián. ¿Cómo has estado? Hola, anda. Buenas, anda. Vamos a hacer la historia. ¿Ya obtuviste espada? Sí, ya obtuve espada, pero claramente no he subido porque pues no sé cómo subirla como tal. Aquí está la espada. Falta subirla. Es lo único que falta. Sí me escucho, ¿verdad? Espérate. Ok, sí me escucho. Y a ver con la estatua y usar elemental. ¿En todas las estatuas establecidas puede haber? ¿O cuáles estatuas? Sí, se escucha. No, yo sé que es con esta estatua. O sea, yo sé que yo activé con esta estatua, pero... Ay, Dios. Son las de los 7, las grandotas. Todas las 7, todos los 7. Entonces, si voy a Natran, no sé cuál de todas de estas, y con cada una de esas. Ok, digamos que agarro esta estatua de los 7 de Natran. No. ¿Cuál es de Snaya nada más? 1, 2, 3, 4. Son 4, no, 5 estatuas. Los de la región. Como en esta. Como esta de aquí. Ah, se activó con esto. Tengo que hacer con cada elemento. ¿Eso a qué te refieres? De en vez de con... Porque ya hice esta con Keo, obviamente. Pero tengo que cambiar de elemento. Y activarla con esta estatua. con el elemental. Solo con Crio. Pues ya. Ok. Y le abres a la estatua. Ah, le abro la estatua. ¡Ah! ¡Ya entendí! ¡Qué tonto! Si cuando el viajero debe intentar capturar sonidos en el silencio, tener si son las cosas así, y yo. Gracias por decirme qué es lo que decía. Ok, ya entendí. Ok. Me va a faltar una estatua porque no he abierto esa zona. Ah, magia. En algún rincón del universo sin duda existen respuestas y esperanza. ¿Cuánto tiempo habrá pasado desde que... ¿Desde qué? Gracias por bloquearme esos aspectos. Los fragmentos también aparecen solo cuando las subes. Qué dolor de huevos. ¿Dónde estás? Quizás los humanos no son especiales, no tan distintos de poderes que siguen la evolución. Así que importa, hasta la vida más normal. Bueno, me falta este, pero no sé cómo desbloquearlo hasta que llegue ese día. Ahora tengo que bajar a probar el crítico. Dios. ¿Estás en...? Sí, aún me falta. Oh, estamos en el firmamento Rakutes a la madre. Es como que tenga mucha probabilidad de crítico, para serte sincero, pero aparentemente estoy sobrecapeado. Bueno, te vamos a subir a ti, ¿no? Wow, ataque porcentaje. Te puedes subir a daño crítico, ¿te parece? Gracias, querido. Gracias, hermoso. Ah. Bueno. Bueno, el viajero ya está hasta cierto punto armado. Guapísimo. ¿Dónde estoy? ¿A dónde estoy yendo? ¿Dónde estoy? Ah, ya sé dónde estoy. Dios, estoy ciego. Bueno, a seguir historia porque no hay de otra. Luego me encargo de ti porque aparentemente no tengo la menor idea cómo vas a funcionar, cómo voy a entrar ahí. Uy. Ahora sí. Ok, ahora sí. Pasado mañana. Huevón. ¿Qué hablas tú? ¿Por qué estamos tardando tanto? Hola, Miyoka.
You're back! Paimon's been working on the crossword puzzle in the newspaper. It's actually pretty fun. Oh, shoot! Paimon forgot the next word. Oh, she had it a moment ago.
Mi comida de emergencia. Mira que saludable mi comida de emergencia. Mírala. Bueno, vámonos. Que hay que hacer historia. Uy. Perdón. Gracias por decirme cómo funciona esto. Te lo agradezco enormemente. ¿Dónde estoy? Luego Espero. Aquí cómo funciona ella, bruja exploradora. Hola, buenas, ¿cómo está? ¡Ah! ¡Qué bien! Oh, va a ser de guardado. Eso va a ser un dolor de huevos. Huevón, ¿por qué empezó a nevar muy fuertemente? No hay gente aquí. Vamos bien. Qué buena es esta espada, mi Dios. ¿Por qué me separas? O sea, sé que es para un momento más visual, pero se siente raro.
Ooh, it sure is cold today. I wonder how much heavier the snow's gonna get. Here to see Odette? I just need to see your tickets for the preview.
Aquí están.
Perfect. Thank you. I'll hold on to your tickets. Come on in. It's freezing outside.
No me digas. Y desapareció. Hola. ¿Cómo han estado?
I think I'll leave the Lelic question until after the show's over. Then I'll go find Odette.
Sí, eso es lo mejor que puedes hacer. Oh,
Child said he was originally going to come with Tonya. So I'm guessing Tonya's already here somewhere. Is there anyone here who looks like a Tonya? Let's see. It's a small audience. Makes sense for a preview. But wait, I do see some familiar faces.
oh, buenas personas.
Mr. Chuganov's back again by the looks of it. Oh, and is that Mitya? And that Fatui officer, Valeri. Guess he must be playing cat and mouse with Mitya again.
Oh, ¿también es Electro?
Oh no. It looks like the show's starting and I still haven't found Tonya. Never mind. I'll just have to take a seat for now and see if I can catch her afterwards.
Pobrecita Tonya. ¿Quiénes son las personas en el público? Bueno, dos de ellos son personajes jugables a futuro, que es Mitya y Valerie. El otro es un personaje político de relevancia porque se mencionó en la anterior misión. Odette es otro personaje jugable, el cual estamos investigando un poco su historia de trasfondo.
Hello, members of the audience. I'm a staff member here at the theater.
Hola, buenas.
Today's performance was a very special one for us, as it marks the first attempt in a long time to revive the classic Snezhnayan ballet, Spirit Seeker.
Okay.
To commemorate this occasion, we would love to take a group photo of the cast, crew, and audience members present today. Could I kindly ask the audience to please come up onto the stage?
¿Dónde está Tonya?
All right, everyone, huddle in a little more.
¡Ey, Estonia!
Camera. 1, 2, 3.
Ah, qué bien. Buena foto.
Are you quite satisfied, Mr. Energy Scientist? I rather hope you don't have any other escape plans to add to my workload today.
Obviamente lo va a hacer.
What are you talking about, Sarge? This was simply my way of inviting you to watch Miss Odette's new show with me.
Pues sí, es una buena foto, no lo voy a negar.
And wasn't the performance spectacular? In the future, I heartily encourage you to take a leaf out of my book. Find some soul-nourishing pastimes to enrich your time outside of work.
No me di cuenta que tenías ojeras. ¿Qué tanto tiempo te esperabas de dormir?
It was indeed a fine performance, but I must correct you on one point. This is not time outside of work. These are working hours.
Vale, por favor.
Working hours and non-working hours are just a social construct. Human technology can never advance if we're too rigid in our thinking, Sarge.
Oh no, se están peleando.
May we leave now?
Already? I mean, I was kinda hoping to soak up the atmosphere for a little longer, but... No? Okay, guess I'm pushing my luck.
Sí, lo estás haciendo.
Ask, but fair enough.
Muy bien, nos vemos, mi pana.
Off we go then, Sarge. Back to the land of working hours. Lead the way.
Ella es Sonia, ¿verdad?
That has to be her. She's the only person in the audience around Tonya's age. Excuse me, are you Tonya?
Sí, sí, es. Acaba de poner
Your
inscripción.
brother's busy today, so I took his ticket. Don't worry about him, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Sorry for the trouble.
¿Estás bien? Ah, sí, cierto. Novia dijo que su hermana está... Ella es la persona que tenía más enfermedades de su familia.
What's wrong? Are you sick?
Había olvidado completamente eso.
No, I'm fine. It's nothing.
No parece ser nada.
Maybe she caught a cold on the way here because of the weather.
I haven't seen snow like this in a long, long time. It's most unusual.
Oh, no. Estamos encerrados aquí. Vamos a hacer una escena de misterio. Van a asesinar a alguien y vamos a tener que resolverlo. Oh, no me digas eso, por favor, dime eso.
I know. It's completely white out there. You can barely see a thing. I've never seen such heavy snow in my life.
Let's wait it out for now. You'd be lucky not to freeze to death in this weather, let alone find your way.
Well, look at that. Maybe we shouldn't be in such a rush to get back after all.
Mi tía. No pesúes tu existencia misma.
Let's wait and see.
Why do you need to take it so seriously? Fate has given us this wonderful chance to take a break. We owe it to ourselves to make the most of it.
Come to think of it, there's a small inn not far from here that always keeps plenty of extra blankets on hand for guests. I know the route well. Shall I head over and borrow a few blankets? That way, anyone in a hurry can wrap up warm for the journey back. Just remember to return them next time you're over this way.
Sir, there's really no need to go to all that trouble.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Wait here, I'll be right back.
¿Te vas a ir para afuera?
What a kind gentleman. Very good. My wife and daughter are waiting for me at home, so I shall be heading back as soon as I get my blanket.
So... Are you expecting us to go back to the Armory Palace wrapped in blankets too?
Don't worry about that. I made arrangements in advance. Should I not return to the Armory Palace within 3.5 hours after Operation Showtime begins, an armed squad will be sent to collect us. They will escort us back. You are one of our key military personnel. so any weather-related risks must be eliminated.
Operation Showtime? So, wait. Every single time you drag me back to work when I sneak out, it's a whole official operation?
Cada vez que te escapas, posiblemente para él, sí, lo es.
I gotta say, you've really turned this into quite a moral dilemma for me.
¿Por qué?
It's snowing pretty hard out there. I think you should stay here for now. You seem a little under the weather.
Sure. My brother might come pick me up in a bit anyway.
Ah, qué bonito, familia.
Time to get to work. I should head backstage and find Odette. I need to look her in the eye and ask her about Lelik.
Excuse me, are you looking for someone?
Sí, Alyosha.
Ah, you're a friend of Alosha's. I think he's busy moving props backstage right now. Sorry, but that area is currently off limits to everyone except the cast and crew.
Bad timing, I guess. Well, I might as well stick around. I doubt Odette will be leaving before the snow lets up in any case.
Nadie aquí está fuera de esa tormenta, ¿no crees? Pasa una olla ventisca, no puede amainar.
What happened to the gentleman who went to fetch the blankets? How has he still not returned?
Mi hermano en Cristo, ¿no ves esa tormenta de afuera? ¿Tú crees que vas a ir correctamente de ahí? Preguntas ella.
I was thinking the same thing. It's still snowing very hard. Do you think something might have happened to him?
Whatever the reason for his delay, I must say I hate nothing more than people who make empty promises and fail to deliver.
Mi hermano, creo que la tormenta de afuera es una excusa muy perfecta para pensar. Sí, creo que la persona que nos prometió esto posiblemente está en muy mal estado.
Well, I have to treat my employees like that on occasion, but that's different.
You seem anxious, Mr. Valeri.
It's been nearly 4 hours since I left the armory. The army should have arrived to extract us by now.
Espérate, 4 horas. No me dijo. Pasa 1 hora. ¡Una! ¿Cómo que ya han pasado 4? ¿De dónde?
They know how much I despise tardiness and disrupted plans. There's simply no reason that they shouldn't have shown up by now, barring exceptional circumstances.
Surely a snowstorm like this one counts as such.
Few things in this world can stop the Snezhnayan army, Mr. Mitya. And a snowstorm is certainly not one of them.
Why don't you go out and take a look? They might be right outside, waiting for your orders before they dare come in.
An absurd hypothesis. I have no intention of leaving your side for even a moment until I have escorted you back to the Armory Palace.
Okay, esto es...
This doesn't look like an ordinary snowstorm to me.
A mí tampoco.
That guy who left earlier. It looked like he just vanished into thin air. Either that, or my eyes were playing tricks on me.
A man-eating snowstorm? Come on. Night hasn't even fallen yet. Spare us the ghost stories.
Mi hermano.
Traveler, didn't know you were coming today. How come you didn't say anything?
A ver, ¿cómo se lo digo?
What is it? Something the matter? Tell me, I can help. Whoa, that's quite a snowstorm out there. I've been working backstage this whole time, so I didn't even notice. No wonder the audience hasn't left yet.
Is weather like this rare even in Snezhnaya?
¿En serio? ¿Inclusive esto? Si te das cuenta que la ventisca que tenemos ahí es la cosa más horrible del mundo, ¿verdad? No sé qué es esto de barra join, pero me voy a hacer barra join. Barra join. Ah, tarde. Late. Ok. Ay, güey.
Yeah, snow like this.
Like-
I'm sure I've seen it out in the wild before, but never in the city.
Sí.
Actually, I take that back. I don't think I've seen snow this bad even in the wild. This is something else.
If even Alosha thinks snow like this isn't normal, could it have anything to do with that monster people have been talking about?
Muy posiblemente, viajero.
We can't stay cooped up here forever. Someone needs to go out and take a look.
Vamos juntos.
No need. I have plenty of experience with snowstorms. Besides, I work here while you're an audience member. I should be the one to do it.
Mi hermano en questo, ¿estás seguro que quieres ir solo?
Everyone by the door. Careful not to let the snow soak into your shoes. In a snowstorm, you gotta look after your toes above all else.
Heading out, my man? Be careful. I've been told the snowstorm eats people alive.
Thanks for the advice. I am planning to be careful. I just want to take a quick look at the situation out there.
Vamos con Ayosha. ¿Me puedes decir qué va a pasar? Ah, hola. Joder.
He's back! He's back! How was it? What's going on out there?
Did you see any soldiers patrolling the area?
Something about this storm isn't right. There's no one out there. I didn't see a single soul. And something in the air gives me the creeps. This isn't your average snowstorm. I suspect it might be related to recent events in our nation. I strongly advise everyone to stay here until the snow dies down.
Are you serious? So all of us are trapped here now? That sounds a little far-fetched to me.
Mi hermano, si quieres adentrarte en la nieve, hazlo, pero es nieve. Es una ventisca. Vas a morir.
You want to go outside and see? I, for one, am not risking my neck in that weather.
Estamos en la niebla. Oh, Dios mío.
This just turned from a minor delay into a major hassle.
We can only hope that our friend who went to fetch the blankets just ditched us and went home.
Is it really that bad? But my daughter, I won't be able to read her a bedtime story tonight.
Huh? What are you all still doing here? Whoa! It's snowing hard.
Mi hermano en Cristo, ¿no te diste cuenta?
So now we're stuck here? Oh, this is terrible. Luckily, it was just a dress rehearsal today, so there aren't too many people here.
¿Dónde está Tonya?
On the bright side, the theater's always well stocked with supplies. If the snow still doesn't let up as we get into the evening, you can spend the night here, everyone. At least, I assume that's all right? Odette? Fine by me.
¿Y ese aplauso?
This seems like a sensible backup plan under the circumstances. My thanks to the theater for being so accommodating.
What are you staring outside and praying for, my man? You anxious to get home too?
Ah, ya sé de dónde viene ese aplauso.
Oh, Your Majesty the Tsaritsa, I beg you, please do not let tonight's snowstorm stop. This is a golden opportunity to spend the night under the same roof as the two top stars in all of Snezhnaya. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Creo que tu esposa no está muy feliz de ello.
I think I've changed my mind.
La cara de joder.
Sir, if you so much as look at us funny, you'll be seeing stars in a whole other way. Behave yourself, or you'll be begging for that blizzard.
It's getting colder. We need to keep the indoor temperature up.
Pobrecito el hombre, allá literalmente le cayó la brusca.
Close the door and lock it tight. Let's head somewhere warmer.
No. Oh. Va a ser un asesinato muy fuerte. El empleado de Teto Kobreski es muy serio y responsable de su trabajo y cada vez comete errores. Pero este error es más frecuente y Teto lo conoce muy bien. Ya que lleva mucho tiempo cargándose de revisar la entrada de la puerta, al parecer es amigo de Odette. Kulish. Ayosha. Ayosha, cazador inayo de Aitir. En miembro de Rokot. Suele trabajar en el Teatro Kobreski para ganar un dinero extra. Podría decirse que es el primer amigo que hiciste tras llegar a Shishnaya. No sabe mucho sobre esta persona. Gracias. Chugos no. Gerente de la planta de producción Iskra y senador de Beche desnegado. Mantiene una imagen de hombre de familia y dice que queremos su esposa e hija. La planta que dirige tiene un consumo excesivo de energía. Tonya, la hermana menor de Tartaya. Noville. Aunque él siempre está hablando de ella, esta es la primera vez que lo ves en persona. No parece estar en muy buen estado de salud y tose con frecuencia, pero está muy emocionada por pasar la noche fuera de casa. Ah, let's go. Viajero. Yo. El cuarto descendió. Un viajero de más allá de las estrellas. Qué bonito. Espérate, este sí me gustó. Y vamos a ver de Tonya, ¿por qué no? Odette, la primera bailarina de la compañía Korobeski, también es miembro de los Fatui y candidata a ser la próxima señora de los 11. Se sospecha que también podría ser Derek, quien actúa desde las sombras. Bueno, Valerie, capitán del batallón de misiones especiales del primer regimiento de bombarderos de la Guardia de la Real Armería de los Fatui. Mi hermano en Cristo. Eso es un nombre largo. Como militar le da mucha importancia a la planificación y puntualidad. Actualmente se encuentra en una misión para garantizar la seguridad de Mitsia, una figura clave del ejército. Me gusta mucho este. Boyanitsia, la soprano principal de la compañía Colaboración, soy Rusalka de personalidad impredecible que ha cultivado innumerables espectadores con su extraordinaria técnica vocal. Es miembro de Rokot y se preocupa mucho por las condiciones de vida de gente de pie. Mi tía. Este vato. Investigador del consorcio de energía, figura importante del ejército y gran conocedor de toda clase de tecnología relacionada con energía. A veces sabe demasiado, pero su fonda compensa muy bien ese defecto. No sabe mucho sobre esta persona. Rampana, empleada de Teatro Visti, se unió al teatro porque le encantaba la vida llena de estrellas, suele encargarse de tareas como anunciar programación y presentar las obras, aunque a veces tiende a dar demasiadas vueltas a las cosas. Maboy, había olvidado hacer esto. Ahí está Tonya, mira, qué tierno. ¡Oh! Oh, esto está guay. Abre en tu inventario de proximidad de imagen que busque la posible información. Creo que ya lo hice, ¿no? ¡A la madre! ¿Por qué me dejaron hasta acá, pedazos de animal? ¿Es mi viajero? Creo que es mi viajero.
And then there's the aristocrats. Easiest of all to deal with. You don't need to use any force whatsoever. All you have to do is show them the rope you plan to tie them up with. Do you know why?
I don't. Do tell.
Because nothing horrifies them more than the thought of a cheap, coarse rope leaving creases on their precious million more coat. They'll do whatever you ask to avoid that fate.
Porque en cuanto vean una cuerda burda y áspera que no vale ni un moda, pensar en cómo se va a arrugar sus amigos de cientos de miles de moras, entonces seguían sin resistir.
Unexpected, but funny nonetheless. Tell me another one.
Well, look at that. I got myself a new listener. Hey there. Let me introduce myself. The name's Shrimp, and I'm a mercenary. The kind that gets paid to do odd jobs for rich folks.
Ah, genial.
And I am Chuganov, an entrepreneur. If my name is unfamiliar to you, You will no doubt have heard of my factory, the renowned Iskra manufacturing plant.
Genial. Yo soy viajero.
Are you really that famous, Mr. Chuganov? How come I've never heard your name before?
Excuse me? Is that a joke? Or are you being serious?
Oh, I'll have to ask my rope later. He's probably tied up more entrepreneurs than I've ever heard of.
Bro. Hola, mi gente, ¿qué hay acá?
My husband has major trust issues. To him, I doubt even this snowstorm is a good enough excuse for me to stay out all night.
That's the price of marrying into wealth. You'll get used to it. I'm not about to stop you if you want to leave, but don't drag me along.
¿Qué son ustedes, hermanos?
Hello. Can I help you?
No, estaba escuchando de escondillas. Ustedes sigan. ¿Qué pasó, Tonya? ¿Estás bien?
How are you feeling, Tonya?
I'm fine. Sorry to worry you. I'm used to it by this point. I take medicine for it. My brother usually helps to get it ready for me.
Ok, comúnmente, ¿qué es lo que necesitas? Si es que tengo la mochila.
Child must take great care of his sister. He's never mentioned Tonya's illness, though.
Viajero, nos acaba de mencionar hace mucho tiempo de que está enferma. ¿De qué hablas?
No. I actually find this whole thing kind of exciting. Stuck in a strange place thanks to a snowstorm. Having to spend the night with a bunch of interesting characters. It's pretty cool, don't you think?
Supongo que para un niño sí. Pues sí, no es algo que se vea todos los días.
Exactly. It's like one of those stories where an ordinary school trip turns into a magical adventure. I've always wanted something like that to happen in real life.
Esperemos que no sea de la peor que hace.
I'm fine, really. Just got a little overexcited.
Look after yourself. Otherwise, your brother will come after me.
Eso es cierto. Si hablo con Tony. Ok. Si hablo con ustedes. Ok, nope. Quita. Me da igual. Ok, no hay segundas opciones como tal, sino lo último. Hola, buenas, ¿cómo está mi gente? Hola.
This is highly irregular. A delay of over an hour during an operation like this theoretically warrants a Harbinger-level response. I wonder what the issue is. The storm, or something else.
Sarge, the day you learn to let go and just enjoy moments like this is the day you'll finally understand the meaning of life. Ah, why, hello, sir. I believe you were the one sitting at a nearby table back at Podvorye Restaurant?
Sí.
Any friend of the theater's star performers is a friend of mine. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mitya, from the Energy Commission.
Oh, yeah.
Greetings. Major Valeri, head of the Special Assignments Battalion. Armory Palace Royal Grenadier Guards, 1st Regiment. I am here to ensure Mr. Mitya's personal safety. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Yo soy viajero.
Mr. Traveler, I cannot help but notice that Miss Odette is stealing glances at me. Any idea what that could be about? I've racked my brains, but I can't think of anything I might have done to offend her. Perhaps she noticed me spacing out during her performance?
¿Tú sabrás?
What? You mean I really did do something to upset her? Well, thanks for letting me know.
So, Mr. Mitya, is your work related to Project Stuja?
Yes, that's right. The higher-ups in the Fatui transferred me from the Energy Commission to the Armory Palace because they wanted me to... Really? I can't even talk about that? Pretty sure it counts as part of my private life. All right, I won't say anything. Sorry, Traveler. As you can see, I'm afraid this pleasant chat will have to end here.
Nadie sabe quién soy, ¿verdad? Hasta cierto punto como que ya está igual. Mis panas.
I don't think it's ever been this lively backstage before. I didn't know you were coming today. Hey, have you seen Chuganov? I heard he was coming today. Have you spoken to him at all?
¿Qué va?
I'm with you. This could be just the chance we need.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to coax some more intel out of him. I want to know why he suddenly changed his stance on Project Stuja. What exactly happened before the most recent Vecha vote?
For the Rokad, or just out of personal interest?
Shh! There are other people around. Don't say the R word.
Tonotus. ¿Qué hacen ustedes,
I have
Tonotus?
to say, even though today was a rehearsal and there were some hiccups along the way, Miss Odette's performance was one of the best I've ever seen, even compared to an actual show.
Oh, I couldn't agree more, especially considering the weight of the subject matter. It takes a truly seasoned professional to do justice to a theme like love and regret. Do you think we were coming on too strong? Odette's ignoring us again.
What about you? What did you think of today's performance?
Es que no presté mucha atención. Tu capacidad para transmitir emociones tiene margen de mejora. De hecho, yo creo que tanto me lleva miedo de it.
Oh my, that's very flattering of you. Thank you.
De nada.
I'll make sure to save a ticket for you when the show's performance ready.
This doesn't seem like the time or place to bring up the subject of Lelik. I need a chance to speak with her in private.
Ah, so unfair. Talk about double standards.
Perro.
And now it looks like I've been spotted.
Ya acá.
You know Mitya too?
No, I don't. I just have a feeling that he might be dangerous.
Ah, okay. Ah!
How's it looking, Alosha?
No change from this afternoon. Heavy snow with no sign of slowing down.
May I have your attention, please? The storm is unlikely to stop tonight, and it'll be even more dangerous outside at night than it was during the day. We at the theater owe everyone here a duty of care. Therefore, we strongly suggest that you stay on site overnight and avoid going outside unless absolutely necessary. In a few short moments, we'll give you a tour of the theater's various quarters. You can choose to sleep in the VIP room, the office, or backstage. Or on the stage if you'd prefer. We won't mind.
I'll pass on sleeping on the stage. What if the snow is stopped by tomorrow morning? The early birds in the audience might think we're part of some experimental new show.
A drama about sleeping? That could be fun. Maybe we could come up with a title for the production.
Orden de ser durmiente.
What? Gotta admit, I didn't get that one.
Para mí sí.
Anyone who doesn't wish to sleep on the stage, please follow me. I'll show you to the rooms.
I guess I'll call it a night. Though I feel like I won't sleep very well without Paimon here.
Oh.
I'm sure she'll be worried that I haven't made it back yet. But as long as she looks out the window, she'll probably realize what's holding me up. I wonder if she's feeling any better yet. At least she hasn't been getting any worse. Still, I should try and get back first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, no. Encanomilla, Candria, Hiperboya. Hiperboya tiene mis
Finally.
cuentos.
Welcome back to the world of the living, lazy bones. I was about to wake you. The black mist is almost on us.
Nieve oscura.
Still waking up, huh? You know, the black mist. It's been chasing us from below ever since we were born. You're just dozy. There's no way you've forgotten.
¿De qué habla, señor?
Come on, let's keep heading up. Onwards and upwards is the only way to survive. Don't listen to a word those black mist cultists say.
¿De qué?
Here we go again. The endless march towards survival.
What's going on? That black mist down there is creeping me out. And it's rising. Guess I should head upwards and get away from it.
The black mist cultists believe that being swallowed by the black mist leads to everlasting peace. But if you ask me, they're just lying to themselves. We're the only heretics left.
Está quemado.
The only ones who refuse to give in. We have to keep going.
But how do you actually know that they're wrong?
Dangerous question there, Torgov. The moment your faith wavers, you start a chain reaction that ends in the collapse of your will. Put the question out of your mind. Stay strong and believe that the black mist means certain death.
Okay, but it's not my mind that's the problem. My body's about to give up on me. It's already starting to falter.
¿Estás bien, mi pana? Los cuadros se están quemando.
I can't do this anymore. I've had enough of being forever on the run. What's the point of it all?
All this will pass eventually, I promise. Keep fighting. It will be worth it.
You accuse the Black Mist cultists of being liars. But you're lying too. There is no end to this path. It keeps going up forever. There was never any hope to begin with.
The cult of the Black Mist has poisoned your mind, Sobolova. Are you thinking of giving up as well?
I am. I think I'll take my chances with the Black Mist over this perpetual torture.
Okay.
As much as I detest the Black Mist cultists, I'm just too weary.
Then I bid you both farewell. Let me put my personal opinions aside for a moment and say, I hope that you both find peace within the Black Mist.
¿De verdad vamos a abandonarlos? ¿Así?
Fate always appears so impossibly complicated. But at moments like this, its raw simplicity is laid bare. Their fate was sealed from the instant they entertained doubt. From then on, the outcome was both inevitable and irreversible. Let's go. Torgov and Sobolova are gone. I never thought the day would come when even they would be swallowed by the Black Mist. It's just you and me now.
Y la nieve oscura ha dejado de moverse.
Yes, it looks like it's satisfied. For now.
¿Saciada? ¿De qué estás hablando?
This happens from time to time. But it won't be long before the Black Mist starts chasing survivors once again. No one knows how to stop its advance for good.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esta cosa?
Well, we should make the most of the precious moments of rest that those two offer us. Huh? Are you really that sleepy, traveler?
Help! Somebody, come quick!
What is it, Yuganov? What's wrong? Huh?
Is it morning already? What's all the commotion? Sounds like it's coming from next door. I should check and see what's going on.
Oh, ¿sí va a ser un caso de asesinato? Oh, boy. ¿Hola?
Don't look, Miss Tonya. Stay here. Okay.
What happened to them?
Las personas que han tomado dentro están muy tranquilas, como si no hubieran despertado. Pero de su cuerpo se mandan a tener ahora. Instintivamente saben que están muertos. ¿Cómo que instintivamente? Y si te acercas a comprobarlo.
These two people have passed away. And the strange thing is that somehow I knew this was going to happen. I knew that they would be the ones to die. Have I seen this moment before? Or did I have some kind of premonition? I can't remember what it was.
Let me take a look.
Gracias, por fin alguien que va a comprobar las cosas.
No vital signs in either of them. They're dead. The cause of death, however, remains unclear. No wounds on the bodies, no signs of a struggle, and no skin discoloration caused by the buildup of toxins.
But just last night, they were chatting and joking away. This is so sudden.
Yes.
Could they have had pre-existing medical conditions? Even then, the odds of them both dying of sudden complications on the same night are extremely low.
Mi tía.
It's hard to believe that they died of natural causes, nor does this appear to be a suicide.
¿Quieres decir que fue un asesinato?
Who was the first to discover the bodies?
It was me. But these deaths have nothing to do with me, officer. I got up early because I wanted to see if the snow had stopped. Then I noticed that the door to this room was open, and it looked like there was a man and woman inside. I just went over to see what was going on. I had no idea they were...
I can corroborate this. I was doing my morning exercises near the stage. When I saw Mr. Chuganov heading this way, I followed him. I can also confirm that I didn't see a single person approach that room before him.
The snowstorm was raging all night, and it's still going now. There's no way someone could have come in from outside, correct?
You mean an intruder? No, not possible. I slept by the door last night as a precaution. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed if anyone had tried to open it.
Everyone, split into pairs and search the theater for anyone in hiding, or any signs of suspicious activity. I'll follow up with a full search of my own shortly. Go. There is no time to waste.
Yo y tú forman equipo. Entonces me estoy confirmando que no hay nadie más en el teatro y que todo sigue igual que anoche.
Nothing on your end either? Backstage is clear. No signs of suspicious activity.
We checked the basement. Also clear. I don't think there's anywhere here that a living person could hide.
Yo tampoco he preguntado nada.
Are we certain that the theater doesn't have a back door? Or any tunnel or passageway wide enough for a person to fit through?
No, there's nothing like that. If people were sneaking in through some secret tunnel to avoid buying a ticket, we'd have sealed it off ages ago. I also checked the windows. All of them are locked from the inside, and there's no sign of anyone entering or leaving.
It sounds like we can safely rule out the intruder theory. If anyone came in during the night in this weather, there'd be no way for them to avoid leaving footprints or water stains.
This can only mean one thing. It's like one of those murder mysteries you see in novels and plays, isn't it? The ones where the killer is one of us.
We can't quite jump to that conclusion just yet.
Could he be right? It's hard to imagine something like that happening in real life. Set in a theater during a snowstorm, a murder takes place, and the killer is among us. It's such a classic trope that it seems unbelievable.
Pero es un cliché por algo. Es bueno. Y esto está pasando, así que da igual.
Looking at who the killer targeted, and the clean entry and exit. It all adds up. I know what this is. It's obvious now that I think about it.
Te quedaba yo, ¿no?
What is? What have you figured out?
Both victims were wealthy, well-known local merchants. And the door was deliberately left open so I would discover the bodies and witness the crime scene first thing in the morning. Such ruthless methods. This was your doing, wasn't it, Lelik?
Lelik?
You mean Lelik is among us? And he's the killer?
Lelik. I know this code name. Member of the Rokot, anti-Project Stuja. Always works alone. I've read the case files at the Armory Palace. Walk me through your reasoning, Mr. Chuganov. What do you know about Lelik?
What now, huh? What now, Lelik? What more do you want from me? I already voted against Project Stuja at the Snezhnograd Vecha. You snuck into my house the other day while I was asleep. Left a threatening letter. And I did all that you asked. But Project Stuja cannot be so... The rooster in charge.
So he really was threatened by Lelik. That makes sense.
Despises the rich. The lives of the wealthy are but refuse in your eyes. Show yourself! Which one of you is Lelik, Tell me! I'll do whatever you want! Just stop playing these mind games!
Come on.
Was this really Lelik's doing? Would Odette really do something like this? If Odette really is Lelik, this seems out of character. But then again, how well do I really know her? I'm probably the only one here with a compelling theory about Lelik's true identity. But if I reveal it now, I'll be putting Odette in the line of fire. What should I do?
I don't think it's likely that Lelik killed anyone. At least from the stories I've heard, he's never killed anyone before. And his name has never come up in connection with any murder cases. Besides, even if Lelik did want to threaten you, why resort to such an extreme and roundabout method? It's not his style at all.
Vodyanitsa doesn't know that Lelik might be Odette, but her assessment is pretty much identical to mine.
Yep.
Miss Vodyanitsa, why do you suddenly feel the need to speak in Lelik's defense?
Defense? Oh, no, it's just... I'm worried that we're jumping to conclusions here, so I wanted to share my point of view. Also, I don't think the Rokot is as bad as you're making it out to be.
Well, if you think I'm so wrong, what's your theory then, Why don't you tell us who the killer is?
No tenemos suficiente información para ello, mi hermano Inquisidor.
The case is still evolving, Mr. Chuganov. Please do not prevent others from expressing their opinions so early on in the discussion.
Even so, there's no denying that the recent threat received by Mr. Chuganov may well be an important clue.
So there's still a good chance that Lelik is right here among us. I can't do this anymore. I don't care if it's still snowing outside. I have to get out of here.
Whoa, take a beat. We all know it's far too dangerous out there. Even the soldiers couldn't get to us. Go out that door, and you might not live to tell the tale. And whoever this Lelik is, they're surely not going to murder anyone in broad daylight. Be sensible, my man. You're safer inside.
As much as I regret having to say this, I'd like everyone to cooperate and refrain from exiting the premises until further notice. Because as things stand, every one of us is now a suspect.
Oh, no.
Unless anyone has further information to share, let's adjourn for now. Feel free to keep searching for clues, but make sure you don't go off alone.
Progreso de misión guardado. Oh, no. Despierta del sueño. Ahora cuando es sobre los mismos de Rokot. A ver qué hablan.
We don't move in the same circles, so I'm not clued up on Project Stuja and all this political intrigue. Nor does it interest me. Nevertheless, sir, I think your top priority as soon as you get out of here should be to hire a good private bodyguard.
Such as yourself?
Such as myself.
Este vato está haciendo negocios, let's go.
You seem to be very comfortable taking charge, Major. You took the reins as soon as things went south.
I simply made an executive decision that someone needed to take control of the situation on the military's behalf.
No, quite the opposite. We feel much safer for it. By the way, what does Major mean exactly? Is it a pretty high rank?
Ya te ando el ojillo, A ver si...
I still find it hard to believe there's a murderer among us. Just last night, I imagined we were like classmates out on a hiking trip.
Pobrecilla mi Tonya. No debió haber sido merecedora de esta acción.
There's no guarantee that you can trust your classmates, especially not when you're locked up together.
Why did they do this? Was it for money? Even then, they could have just kidnapped the people. They didn't have to die.
¿Dónde está Oishia y... Ay, no, esto es... ¿Dónde está Yoshi y Bonanishia? ¿Se puede ver acá? No. No los veo. Está abajo. Hola. Ah, acá están.
You're right, that was my bad. It was a knee-jerk reaction. I didn't think it through. Luckily, no one suspected my identity.
Hola.
Oh, phew. It's just you. I thought someone was eavesdropping.
No me digas.
Since Vodianitsa and I were on the same page earlier, I think I should share my thoughts with the Rokot members first.
Whoa. Are you serious? I don't know if this counts as gossip, but it's definitely on track to be the juiciest this whole year.
Yo es.
Odette? Really? Odette? Oh god, how dumb does this make me look? Lelek has been right under my nose this whole time, and I didn't notice a thing.
Bueno, se supone que es anonimato, ¿no es así?
Actually, it's exactly what you'd expect. Sometimes, hiding in plain sight is the best strategy.
And now that you mention it, the more I think about it, the more sense it seems to make.
Claro,
All adds up.
pero necesito comprobarlo. Otra cuestión es tener una teoría y otra cosa es que sea correcta.
What are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4.
¿Qué cuentas?
Odette's identities. She's my coworker, specifically a ballerina, and also a Fatous, a member of the Rokot. Now, Lelek. It must be so exhausting. I just want to give her a hug. I guess since I've always known her as a member of the Fatui, it never even crossed my mind that she could be involved with the Rokot, let alone be Lelek. I don't understand. If she's with the Fatui, what reason could she have for being so opposed to Project Stusha?
Eso puede comprobarse con otras cuestiones alrededor de su historia, pero al mismo tiempo no todos en los Fatui saben del plan Stusha, solo saben que es por parte de la voluntad de la Zaina y eso es suficiente para ellos. Algunos ni siquiera es suficiente para ellos.
Probably best if you ask her that in person.
Well, Since you waited until now to bring this up instead of announcing it to everyone earlier, does that mean we're all on the same page here?
No creo que Odette sea alguien que vaya por ahí matando gente inocente.
Yeah. Lilac may not follow orders from the Rokot leadership, but as far as I'm concerned, she's never crossed the line. If anything, her actions benefit the poor. We need to confront her face to face.
Do you think she'd really admit to being Lilac?
I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. For now, we'll work on the assumption that she didn't kill anyone, and see how much she's willing to tell us. Now's our chance. Odette's alone. Let's go. Hey, Odette. What is it, you guys? Shh. Keep your voice down. We need to talk. So, you're Lilac, aren't you? Alright, fine. You don't have to say anything or explain yourself. Just hear me out first. None of us believes you kill innocent people. Whoever murdered those 2 people last night, it wasn't you. The Traveler was the first to figure out your identity, but he kept quiet during the discussion just now. Still, it's clear where the group consensus is heading. Everyone believes Lilac is the culprit. If your identity is exposed, you'll be in a really bad spot.
¿Te imaginas que no nos dice nada y realmente no es ella? Sería muy gracioso.
We're your colleagues, and we know what kind of person you are. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So, can you clue us in? Tell us everything. The more we know, the more easily we'll be able to cover for you. Alright.
Es cierto.
Yes, I'm Lilac. And no, I'm not the murderer.
Okay.
And thanks, but I don't need you to cover for me. Actually, I'm planning to reveal my identity.
Ah.
Huh? You're gonna reveal that you're Lilac? Here? That's right. I'll admit I was surprised at first when Chuganov guessed that I was here. It was just a lucky guess, but it caught me off guard. But after taking some time to assess the situation and confirm where everyone stands, I don't believe I have anything to worry about. Are you sure you don't need a second opinion? Given the circumstances... Mr. Valeri! What?! So... Odette is Lilac?
I don't know what game you're playing, but you've got a lot of nerve.
It's just one identity. So what if it's exposed? I can disappear and adopt a new identity anytime I please. I made my peace with this when I chose to become Lilac. But more importantly, I promise I am not the murderer, which means that someone else is. So, if anyone still insists that I did this, you'd best produce the evidence now. Otherwise, I suggest that you bite your tongue. Because if you really believe I killed 2 people without making a sound or leaving a trace, pointing fingers at me would surely only make you my next target.
Is this really the truth, Miss Odette?
That's confidence, all right. I believe you.
A real no-nonsense attitude. I can see why Marionette said that she's on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady.
Are you seriously buying this? Hey, officer! She just admitted to being Lilac. Aren't you going to do something about this?
I do have one question, Miss Odette. Why have you chosen this moment to come forward and reveal your identity?
If I didn't say anything, everyone would be focusing all their efforts on finding Lilac. And that is exactly what the real culprit wants. I don't want to be the scapegoat who lets the murderer get away with this crime.
Despite all the accusations, she made the smart choice. A remarkable display of rational thinking under pressure. Clearly, Odette's talent extends far beyond the art of dance.
She thought so far ahead. Ugh, why do I always feel like I'm one step behind her in everything?
Tal vez porque ella ha sido entrenada de los Fatui.
You've convinced me. Dealing with the murder case remains the top priority right now. Let's put the name Lelik and all related incidents aside until further notice. Nevertheless, the group still considers you the prime suspect. I assume you have no quarrel with that, Miss Odette?
I understand. You're welcome to keep an eye on me around the clock. I have no objections.
Mr. Chuganov?
For my wife and daughter's sake, I'll let you off the hook for now. But don't think you're forgiven for breaking into my house and threatening me. Just wait till we get out of here, Lelik. We'll settle the score then.
No, que tengo dudas. Realmente vamos a tomarlo como un sí, pero hasta no aviso. Hola, Tania.
Good work, Lelik Guard Team. And Lelik too. Here, have some hot water.
Turns out Valeri knew about my exploits. So now I've been told I have to guard Lelik with him.
Pues claro que tiene.
Shouldn't you be facing my way if you're guarding me? At the moment, it looks more like you're my bodyguards.
If the true culprit is indeed still at large, as you have claimed, we must keep our guard up against them also.
Don't worry, Tonya. We'll get through this. Once the snow stops, the officials will step in. The investigation will get easier, and then we'll be safe. But once the snow stops, won't everyone just leave? You're gonna miss us, huh? Well, some of us work at the theaters, so we'll still be here. I'll even give you a special backstage pass. Really, Miss Vodyanitsa? That's awesome! You've made a fan for life. Aw, you're so cute, Tonya.
¡Oh! ¡Qué bonito!
All right, let's swear to it. I promise to give you the pass, and you promise to never change your mind about being my fan. Promise.
Don't indulge her, Tonya. You don't have to swear an oath over things like that.
You really do get carried away sometimes, don't you, Miss Vodyanitsa?
Hey, mind your own business.
No se metan donde les llaman. Neat.
Don't be nervous, Miss Waterimp. Everyone's here. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Excuse me? Do I look nervous? Don't be ridiculous.
No. You sound nervous, lass.
Oh. Wait, but how... Okay, plenty of people know that I'm a water imp, but still... How come you understand our primary mode of expression?
Primary mode of expression. I've not come across that concept before. Do enlighten me, Vodyanitsa.
Well, it's just... We water imps tend to communicate our emotions to each other by singing, rather than facial expressions. The emotions we convey through song take precedence over our facial expressions. So, we think of it as our primary mode of expression.
I'm impressed, Shram. I didn't take you for a man of culture, but you're clearly rather learned.
It's not about being cultured or not. The thing is, this mode of expression can usually only be understood by other water imps. It's not a simple case of a song sounding happy or sad. And yet, you're clearly human, Mr. Shram.
It's really not the big deal you're making it out to be. I think I just have a knack for it. Plus, I have a very close friend who's a water imp. A delightful lady. But keep that a secret. Anyway, we spent so much time together that before I knew it, I noticed I could understand her expressions.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Still, the fact that you have a water imp friend is even more surprising. I'd better watch what I'm singing when I'm around you from now on.
Vamos a ir al siguiente.
Hey, what are you implying? You're not secretly insulting the audience in your songs, are you?
Heavens, why would I do a thing like that?
Adivine.
It's getting late. We should discuss our sleeping arrangements for tonight. It's a guard against the killer. Someone needs to keep watch.
I suggest that we don't sleep in separate quarters tonight. It will be safer if we all stayed together.
As long as someone keeps an eye on Lelik, I'm quite sure we won't have any trouble.
Are you saying that you wish to bet your life on Miss Odette being the killer?
Nonsense. Of course not.
Tiene más un enojo contra esa persona que otra cuestión.
Then I propose the following arrangement for tonight. The Traveler, Odette, and I will form the Night Watch. We'll sleep in shifts, but two of us must be awake at any given time.
Me parece bien.
An excellent idea. This allows us to handle the Night Watch while also keeping an eye on Lelik. Meanwhile, the rule of taking shifts in pairs resolves the other issue. Namely that we can't necessarily trust the Traveler or Valeri either. I expect that plan took you quite some time to come up with, didn't it?
Actually, our field combat manual outlines a similar approach. Although the scenario there involves guarding prisoners overnight during field operations. That being said, I must clarify that I harbor no disrespect towards you personally, Miss Odette. In fact, Lelik's numerous covert operations make fine textbook examples for military agents.
I care less about respect and more about the fact that you just robbed me of 2/3 of my sleep tonight. I'm calling dibs on being the first to rest. Good night.
It's almost time. We should wake Odette. How are you faring?
Tú. Yo dormí el último.
Oh, not going to argue with that. I'll take a quick nap. If you start to feel sleepy, wake me up anytime.
It's finally time for Odette and I to share the Night Watch. I should wake her up. I came here to get information from her in the first place. Maybe I should think about what questions I want to ask before she wakes up.
How long are you gonna keep staring at me?
No me da tiempo ni a despertarte.
Couldn't sleep. My mind's been running haywire. Plus, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
¿Tú también?
I had a hunch that you wanted a conversation, too. Let's take this chance to clear the air, shall we?
Joder,
I
historia.
just had a simple question for you, really. It's, Rosaline. In her final moments, did she have any last words or
No.
anything?
Que yo recuerdo. Y las últimas palabras de la señora Filthy Rags. Damn. Sí que estabas enojada. Mejor no le digo nada.
I see. Well, that was all. I have no other questions.
Qué buen escenario. ¿Eché de menos?
No.
Ah.
She was utterly ruthless in pursuing her goals. That kind of person should be hard to miss. And yet, even though I never approved of her methods, and she was an abrasive person, the fact remains that I am indebted to her.
Algo me contó Sandrone.
Oh, she told you. I guess that makes sense. I think she and Rosaline were on pretty good terms.
Pero tampoco está al tanto de los detalles.
Yes. Rosaline wasn't the kind to gossip about this sort of thing. Not that it's any huge secret to me, though. When I was a child, I had to join the Fatui for the sake of my mother and me. I trained under Rosaline. It was extremely grueling, and it didn't exactly come naturally to me. All I could do was try to ignore the biting cold and practice.
Ouch.
I was a newcomer who'd managed to make a good first impression on a harbinger. There was pressure to live up to her expectations, to be worthy of the fair lady's reputation.
Baez está durmiendo de sentado. Vaya perro.
Every day was a struggle against the cold, pain, and fatigue. And most nights, I struggled to fall asleep. After enduring all that, I've become almost immune to the sensation of pain. I suppose that was the cost of survival.
No te has vuelto insensible. Te has vuelto casi nulo. Otra cosa es ser insensible, otra cosa es no sentir.
Surely, any child who had to experience that would grow to hate her lot in life, don't you think?
Sí, es un precio muy alto que pagar.
So, I put an equal amount of effort into my ballet. Because in my young mind, that was the only way to defy my fate. It was my way of telling her, the Fatui's demands and your expectations of me are not what I wish for. One day, I will leave. I think she probably blamed my poor performance in training on my passion for ballet. She knew my heart wasn't in it. One time, when I was secretly practicing a dance at night, she suddenly showed up. I knew she was there to catch me red-handed. I told her, you don't deserve to watch the dance I learned from my mother.
Oh, la expectativa de la gente era que Odette odiaría a la persona que mató a Rosaine. Y ella es como, mi hermana en Cristo, yo odio a esta perra persona. Agradezco lo que me enseñó, pero no la quiero para nada.
She looked stunned. I guess she was surprised that I lashed out first, before she had the chance. But strangely enough, on that occasion, she wasn't fierce with me like she was during training. Instead, she fell silent for a moment, and then left. After that, she never interfered with my dancing or asked me how it was going. She never came to watch me dance again either.
Era una persona muy orgullosa.
She was. But even now, whenever I take out this core Ignis, I can't help but think of that night. Of the look on her face.
Ah, ella te lo regaló.
Sort of. Although gift might be too kind a term. This is her flame sealed within ice. A symbol of her favor, yes, but also our way of keeping an eye on people.
Oh.
She knew the location of every piece of Core Ignis. If any recipient started acting suspiciously, she'd be onto them immediately. Trust her to make even a mark of approval feel suffocating. So, when news of Rosaline's death reached Snezhnaya, Many people immediately crushed their core Ignis. It gave them a profound sense of relief, like they'd broken free from her shackles. But I kept mine. With my sensitivity to pain being as dull as it is, the warmth from this core Ignis is one of the few things I can still feel clearly. I still wonder, did she really come to stop me that night? I wasn't sure, but I was scared, so I said some really awful things. I guess she didn't leave anything behind. Not that I expected her to. It's fine. It's just a bit of a shame that we couldn't settle our differences before the end.
Bueno, entonces no es como que la odie, sino que tengo un resentimiento, pero... A ver, dijo que sí se reconciliaron.
She did. Are you sure she was talking about this event?
Según me dijo el chino, le aconsejo a Rosaline que fue a buscarte.
No, she didn't. I didn't even find out that she'd gone to Mondstadt until a while after she'd left. Wait, in that case...
Debería sí a ver el chino.
Okay, I will. Thanks for letting me know.
There's something I'm trying to figure out. I'm beginning to suspect that Paimon's mystery illness is being caused by the energy research behind Project Stuja. Paimon's very important to me, so I have to get to the bottom of this. I figured that since you're Lelik, you might know something about all this.
The ultimate goal of this energy experiment is to create a weapon for the final battle. The weapon's construction was completed in Notcry. Now, all that remains is to arm it with a sufficiently powerful energy.
Así que ese es el proyecto de oficina de diseño experimental.
Yes. The weapon's development and all the related experiments are overseen by Lord Piero, the Jester. And the lab is located deep within the Armory Palace. I'm not sure why this experiment would be making Paimon feel unwell, though. The best way to get to the bottom of it would be to go there in person. Once we get out of here, I'll help you apply for an entry permit.
¿En serio puedes hacer eso?
And I'm hardly the organization's proudest member, as you know. You answered my question about Rosaline. I want to do you a favor in return. It's that simple.
La música. Dun, 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 dun. Se está descubriendo incógnita del mundo.
What's wrong? Are you not feeling well?
You two seem to be hitting it off.
Calma,
I
calma.
thought you were sleeping.
Of course I was. In the military, one learns to fall asleep quickly, even in the most inhospitable environments. It's vital to staying alert and energized. Why? Is something wrong?
Por nada, por nada.
Even if he was awake, he can't have overheard us, right?
Well, thank you both for keeping watch. Traveler, I'll take over for now. It's your turn to get some sleep.
Sure. This is our second night here, but at least I found out a little more about Paimon's condition. I hope she's been sleeping well the past couple of days.
Yo espero que sí.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Seriously? Is this payback for when I stared at her earlier?
Aparentemente.
She was asleep.
Aparentemente, mi hermano.
Never mind. I'd better try and get some sleep myself.
Oh no! Oh no! No otra vez aquí.
Hey, what are you spacing out for? Are you reaching your limit too?
Esto me resulta desconocido y familiar al mismo tiempo.
How long have we been walking for? Do you remember?
Time's lost all meaning. Ever since we noticed that thing above our heads. What was it called again?
A star key? Or key star? Anyway, the person who named it was swallowed by the black mist.
Whatever it's called, ever since we noticed it, we've been walking up and up, hoping that as long as we reach it, we can find a way out of this place. But it seems like no matter how far we walk, we never get any closer.
Well, we've come this far. You never know. Maybe we're almost there? Come on, enough moping. Let's go. The black mist is catching up.
Oh, yeah, de nuevo. Oh, ¿esto van a pelear? Esto es un personaje de fuego, por lo que veo.
Monsters! Watch out! Not again! I've lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful!
Oh, estos son cargas. ¿Y este fanboy? De repente un fanboy habló. Oh. Eso no se oye bien. Acá pienso, ¿cómo está esta arma? Oh, está. Sí, a mis panas.
Here they come again! Get ready!
Fighting frog! Having second thoughts?
Oye. ¡Oh! ¡Adiós, Thanatos! Se va a romper. Sí. Sigan avanzando, Tonotos, ¿eh? Tonotos. Gracias.
Monsters ahead of us. The black mist behind us. It feels like there's no escape.
¡Ah, madre! ¡Ah, good! ¡Adiós, Tonota! Adiós.
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No. I'm fine. It's just... Suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time ago. Sometimes it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going. But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion. Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Yo siento que debe estar más cerca.
We know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Thank you, friend. But enough is enough. Please don't give me any more false hope. Hope is poison in this place.
Porque hay verano de mes de veneno.
You're going to continue, aren't you? I admire that. I've given up, but I wish you the best. May there come a day that you catch up to the storm and leave this godforsaken place.
Oh, de verdad está más
It's
cerca.
not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
¿Qué es? ¿Odette?
Congratulations. You're the first person to make it here.
Lo conseguí. ¿Y usted quién es? No, usted no es Odette. Ahora que veo desde que es este ya me asustó familiar.
I'm the star's envoy.
¿Qué?
The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions.
Espérate. ¿Tú eres el anterior?
This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
¿A dónde vamos a salir de aquí?
What do you mean, leave? This star represents the starting point. It's the waypoint for the beginning. Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
¿Tanto esfuerzo para llegar hasta aquí y resulta que soy ese punto de partida? Parece ser que sí.
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
¿Quién eres tú?
Is that Vodianitsa's voice? What happened?
Coolish, wake up! Please wake up!
Y ahora ven que todos duermen, el escenario está teniendo lugar, pero nadie imaginaba que acabaría en una tragedia. Todo el mundo rodea a dos personas dormidas. Tú necesitas acercarte, pues ya intuyes qué está pasando. ¡Ah! ¡Ah!
The situation is identical to that of the two casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
Ni Vae ni Odette parecen sospechosos.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target, so I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Oh, gracias.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough. I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed. Then, what could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again. I worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places... Vodianitsa...
4 victims in just 2 days, and we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Eso es cierto.
Still snowing?
Yes. I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either.
So we only have ourselves to rely on.
Aparentemente.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Leviateku must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Perdona, mi hermano.
Here we go again.
Aplauso, aplauso.
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Leviateku's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
Joder.
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough! Yesterday, you named Leviateku as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Leviateku might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think. I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager.
A ver, si tenemos un soldado, tenemos a alguien que sobrevive a la tundra, posiblemente ha matado. Posiblemente, es otra cuestión. Tenemos a... claramente a Odette que podría matar porque es miembro del Fatui, pero dejándose a un lado, posiblemente no. Con la información que tenemos. Y luego estoy yo que eliminé todo un clan en una cierta parte del desierto, pero bueno, cosas de la vida. Y muchos Fatui por el medio, no te preocupes. Dejando a un lado, el mercenario también puede tener sus motivos, porque es un mercenario, by the way.
Leviateku is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on night watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich.
Mi hermano en Cristo es un militar.
All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes. Then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you. Don't you dare.
Dale un golpe, por favor.
Sir, but... you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday. 4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's... turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about.
Gracias, mi Tony. Golpecito.
He's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
Tal vez no era la reputación que querías ganarte, pero hey, te está defendiendo.
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonya. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
Bien.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Para nada.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right? Come on, clue us in.
Tú eres el listillo del grupo, por favor. Ilumínanos.
I've been mulling something over. all the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received. But then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted.
Ah.
Haunted?
No, Tonya, no te calmada.
Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this has taken an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Oh. Mi hermano, ¿en qué esto? Estás hablando tanto de Paimon que me pone muy triste.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room for now.
Oh, tengo mucho interés. Me da igual. Oh, que yo estoy jugando, me da igual. Sigo jugando, joder. Bueno, eso está siendo guapísimo. ¿Cuánto llevo de directo? Una de cuenta, me da igual. A tomar por culo. Tonya, ¿estás bien?
Tonya, did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So... Are we supposed to be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
Está bien.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
Well, it doesn't look scary or anything, so I guess it should be fine. Alright, let's read it together.
Carta escrita de diario de alguien. Ustedes decían que algún día lo entendería, pero sigo sin comprender. Creo que nadie había abandonado su hogar por un simple cambio de poder. Ella nunca consideró lo que sentimos los aristócratas Nixie. Cada rincón de esta tierra lleva el reflejo de mis recuerdos de mi infancia y con solo cerrar los ojos todavía puedo escuchar el canto de todos, no perdonar a quienes los expulsaron. Y mamá, te echo mucho de menos. A menudo extraño aquel vestido con fleco, de las pesadas cortinas sobre la cama y los primeros rayos del sol que iluminaban la mansión. Pero ya estoy bien, basta con entrecerrar los ojos para que la luz que se cuele por la rejilla de esta puerta entre bastidores se vea igualita de nuestra mansión. Sé que esta vida quedó atrás para siempre y aunque a veces me invade la nostalgia, siento que lo que tengo aquí es igual de valioso. Los escenarios fantásticos diseñados por los atracistas, los muchísimos seguidores que vienen a verme incluso de esa pequeña ballerina de pocas palabras. Todo eso me pertenece a mí y no pienso volver a perderlo jamás. ¿Es Voyanicha? Mi única organización que ve, pero no puedo decir ese nombre. Sin importar lo que planee esa señora, alguien tiene que ver por el sufrimiento de la gente común. Y para eso estamos nosotros. Hasta el día de hoy sigo sin entenderla. ¿Por qué los que están en los más altos siempre actúan así? Con todo el poder que tienen, deben poder traer más felicidad al mundo. Hay quienes dicen que ella también tiene sus propias dificultades, pero me pregunto qué podría realmente detener a alguien tan poderoso como ella. En fin, voy a sentarme en hacer lo que está a mi alcance. Supongo que tarde o temprano voy a escuchar hablar de nuestra organización, cuyo nombre es... Ay, mejor no se lo digo.
This has to be Vodianitsa's writing, surely.
Todo me pertenece. Esta niña es muy posesiva.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this. I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
Yo también me siento un poco culpable.
It sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. Why put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter?
Because her water imp parents belonged to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
Deja que te lo expliquemos.
We're sorry. It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues. Alright, give me my notebook back. I'll take over the investigation in this room.
Ok. Perdón. Ay, no puedo. Hola, buenas, ¿cómo has estado? ¿Quién está aquí? Ah, hola.
Valeri, come take a look at this. You too, traveler.
¿Qué son?
Some sort of notebook. What is it for?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Kulish was the main person to use it. He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on. Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
Genial.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
Yes. The number of people. I've checked and double-checked, but the numbers just don't match what's recorded in the logbook. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Unlikely. Kulish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work. Not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well within his control.
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry.
Si Kulish ya vio, podríamos preguntar directamente.
Still, I'm inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count is significant somehow.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
Oh boy.
Did an extra person...
Ah, ok. Espérate, si vuelvo acá y es... No, perdón, ok. ¡Uy! Hola mi gente, ¿qué hacen?
Ah, traveler. Since you're here, come take a look at this.
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about earlier.
3 páginas. Este encargo no ha sido tan simple como lo de antes, que solo consistía en folclore. Tiene pinta de que hay algo mucho más misterioso por el medio. Una civilización extinguida, las creaciones de dioses antiguos, fuerzas de más allá de este mundo. Da muchísimo que pensar. En fin, hay que aprender de esta experiencia para el futuro. Por muy sencilla que sea la apariencia, la verdad se esconde detrás, no necesariamente se encuentra al mismo nivel. Y así ni así tiene una gran capacidad de atracción y absorción de almas. Una vez que el alma de un difunto se separa del cuerpo, en la mayoría de los casos será conducida directamente hacia las líneas de ahí. Sin embargo, hay uno de que puede vagar brevemente. Sin embargo, se ha comprobado que la conexión entre el teatro y las líneas de ahí está bloqueada, aunque solo se trata de una obstrucción parcial. Ciertas almas que se niegan a regresar a las líneas de ahí han podido aprovecharse para quedarse en el teatro permanentemente siempre y cuando ofrezcan la suficiente resistencia. Dicho esto, en teoría, las almas que permanecen en el teatro no son capaces de afectar la realidad. Son en circunstancias muy excepcionales, pueden provocar fenómenos visualmente perceptibles, así que, en términos generales, estas almas son inofensivas. Vale la pena decirse al director del teatro con anticipación para que quede tranquilo. Sin embargo, para mí, la investigación no termina aquí. Lo verdaderamente importante es descubrir por qué las líneas de ahí están bloqueadas. Tras consultar múltiples fuentes, la hipótesis más fiable apunta a que la existencia de civilización de los ángeles y sus primeros intentos de modificar las líneas de ahí. Dado que hay mucha información disponible aquí, necesito volver a mi nación cuanto antes.
An investigation report, huh? Looks quite old. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me. Was the investigator from Sumeru?
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. But it doesn't look like anyone ever looked at the report.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with the murder cases?
Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts, it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these 2 murder cases.
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization, ley line renovation? My area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside of my wheelhouse. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
A ver. La muerte ya está aquí. Ah, bueno. Eso me da una muy mala espina.
How unnerving. It was tucked inside the report, so it must be a note left by the author. Death is near. Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us in the theater? But if so, how did the author foresee it? Could he predict the future somehow?
Maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death?
Tal vez se refiere a las víctimas, o tal vez se refiere al agresor.
The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
Ok, ¿cuál es el siguiente plan de acción entonces? ¿Es por eso que está Ronaldo aquí?
If we take all this together, it's not impossible, is it? If anything, it's the natural conclusion.
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But
does it really sound that far-fetched? Alright, well, let's treat that as speculation for now. I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still...
Joder.
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm struggling to be persuaded by your theory.
¿Y hice daño a esto? Eso no estaba ahí antes. ¡No! Ya se ensució el mando.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others.
A ver, explica.
So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer. If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection. They then blended in with the group and waited for an opportunity to strike.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits in?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater after all.
Yo difiero porque he entrado 2 veces a un lugar que no debía de estar.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
Ojalá fuese tan sencillo, pero mi hermano en Cristo no te acuerdas de los sueños.
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket, and all our problems will be solved? Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their ticket checked? Guess it was naive of me to expect them to just admit to it.
Especially after the unprompted Lelic reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice would be unfathomable.
Valeri came to the theater to catch Mitya. Those two should... I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one can verify Shram's identity... Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend? Do I seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Este vato. No quiero ver tu drama adolescente, por favor, vamos al punto.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. Alright, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. I was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
We don't need details. Just get to the point.
Oh, yo quiero saber detalles, quiero ver eso.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times. Even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Delicate times? Factions?
Yes? You know, the Civil War? Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnayan history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne and was consolidating her reign.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
Oh, mi hermano.
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
That seems to be the case. Shram's the extra person, but there's no way of learning his identity from this clue. No. The truth lies within the clues we've already discovered. The theater's ley lines have been modified to block souls within its grounds from returning to them. Some souls can even wander this place forever. Mr. Shram's statement proves he is from hundreds of years ago. And according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings, Mr. Shram is very likely a lost soul wandering the theater.
Ok, puedo entender por qué mucha gente le gusta mucho esta parte, este acto, porque es un drama.
For some unknown reason, the soul that has been wandering the theater due to the ley line issues has joined our group and blended in. Yeah, that must be the immediate reason why the ticket count doesn't match the number of people present. The death of those... The contents of the investigation report have been verified. There are indeed ley line issues and wandering souls in the theater. Death likely symbolizes the deceased. Mr. Shram, for instance. Death is near. That must mean that there's a dead person in our midst. That's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah, the logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off. Mr. Schramm must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person. So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased, people who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
Qué bien.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake. But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah, even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right? They're harmless.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves? The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls. Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake, or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Bueno.
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya is relying on a lot of logical leaps. Still, it seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
Alright, so how could Schramm not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
No, Sean.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and... even though my head feels like it's going to explode, I think... it's all coming back to me. I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death, so I forced myself to forget.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out, performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war. I thought I could pull one over on them, so I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity. But I was going to do whatever it took to buy our chance to escape, no matter how many people stood in my way. I had to, both as their bodyguard and out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want. You don't need to dig all that up again.
It's just... even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth. How could I be dead? I'm sorry, everyone. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death, then punish me however you see fit.
But, Mr. Schramm...
No. I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. You said I've been wandering the theater for centuries, right?
Aparentemente, mi hermano.
I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place and take all this death with me. Go out...
Mr. Schramm, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place and take all this death with me. Go out on my own terms. My good sir, we both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end. Unless you're saying this goes against another one of your military principles somehow.
No, I'm speaking on a personal level this time.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Wateramp. My lover. Her name was Letia. Letia Ozarova. Do you know what happened to her?
Ozarova. Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids, too.
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of kids? Good. That's... good. I could hardly expect her to stay single just because of what happened to me, right? As long as she went on to be happy, that's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead. My soul's been wandering around here for so long because I was worried about her. But now, I can go without regret.
My boy.
There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days. Perhaps we'll meet again in the next life.
Take care, my man.
Que es muy interesante ver a Shugunova de esta manera. Siempre lo hemos planteado como alguien malo, pero mira esa sinceridad.
I knew Mr. Schramm was already dead, but I still feel so sad.
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. It's terrible to think that so many innocent people had their lives turned upside down. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead. That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past few centuries.
Por lo que se ve, sí.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds. I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And besides, there are very few who truly do.
All this time, I had no idea.
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can consider this matter settled. Let's all take a break.
Claro, si es correcto.
Ugh, if only this blasted storm wasn't still raging on.
Ok, vamos a dejarlo aquí. Ok, curiosidad. Creo que no he terminado como tal. Aún faltan muchas cosas. Porque sí, eso es lo que engulle como tal. Y tiene sentido lo que dice, pero... Mi hermano, aquí esto te vas a caer. Perdón. Ok, como primera parte de esto está muy bien llevado. No lo voy a negar. No sé cómo avanza acá, no sé cómo vamos a llegar aquí más específicamente. ¿Dónde está el tren? Mi tren está acá. Dejando eso a un lado. Creo que puedo entender por qué es más interesante esta parte, porque estamos hablando de términos filosóficos más específicamente que política. Sí, la política no es algo que mucha gente le guste como tal, porque estamos hablando de una situación muy específica y importante, parte de básicamente una nación, pero el hecho de que sea importante y relativamente algo que tiene que ponerse dentro de una historia, no creo que mucha gente le guste como tal. Pero viendo así, ahora viendo esta parte, ahora estamos hablando de, la muerte presente y el por qué esto es, por qué todas las almas tienen que descansar. Es como si, mi hermano en Cristo, te has pasado de largo, tienes que ya venir. Eso puede ser interesante como trama. Pero claro, ahora que se fue, ese abismo va a parar. Esa es la pregunta, ¿va a parar el abismo que nos está intentando comer? Creo que no va a parar. Porque algo tiene que ver con la energía de Shnaya. Con la nueva energía que puede inventar el arma especial. La muerte está llegando. Y creo que no es de buena manera. Bueno, creo que aquí lo vamos a dejar. Fueron unas 2 horas y media. Y me gustó lo que vi. Espero que la siguiente parte sea más interesante. No sea más interesante, sino que adjunte más lo que ponemos aquí presente. Eso lo veremos tal vez mañana. Bueno, sin más. Espero que tengan bonito día, tarde o noche. Si van a estudiar, trabajar, que les vaya bien. Si van a comer, provecho. Y si van a dormir, dulces sueños. En más, nos vemos.